Hello, I'm the Cartooner. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today you found me on the floor. To say that I haven't had a good creative week is a little bit of an understatement. I've been very unproductive. Today is Thursday. This video goes out tomorrow, as of the time of this recording, as it does every Friday. But I would hesitate to ask you to like and subscribe today because, well, and it's the exact same reason as why I would hesitate to call myself a comic book artist at this point. It's because I'm not doing anything. Nothing's happening. I'm just sitting here, or in this case, laying here. And yesterday, Wednesday, I didn't do anything all day. I sat in my chair at my desk and I did nothing. I watched 8 minutes or so of a YouTube video, and then I felt too guilty about doing that, so I just stopped. And then I sat and just tried to figure out, okay, what do I need to do right now? And I mean, kind of the issue was about 1.5 billion things felt like it came up all at once, and the reality is I didn't want to do any of them. Quite frankly, the reality is I don't want to do anything. Maybe if I was coming at any of this from a better place, like mentally, I would feel differently. But like, I'm trying to do this as if, well, basically because I don't have anything else going on, I am treating this as my job, and I'm just doing a bad job. But like, who wants to go to work? See, that's why any of the drawing that I've done recently, it's been doodles on pages when I'm off camera, because there's no pressure there. But just knowing whether there's a camera or not, there's just this horrible pressure once there's just the remote thought that someone is going to see what I'm doing. And at this point, it's like it's a miracle that this is episode 5 since I've come back. And you know what's weird though, now that I'm thinking about it, I have done 2 things. This past weekend, I was the cinematographer on a short film that my roommate was directing. And then this past Monday, I edited a brand new episode of the Woosso's podcast, which I do at Woosso's Concert Cafe in Duluth here. Feel free to go listen to that as well. By the way, it's on any podcast service that you may use. Anyway, though, well, actually, no, not anyway. Hold on, those are related. In those situations, I got things done, right? I mean, granted, for the short, I just had to show up, but I did. I brought the camera, I showed up, I did my job, right? That was good. And then with the podcast, it was the fact that we release a new episode the first Tuesday of every month. It was the first Tuesday of the month. The deadline was there. I didn't have a choice. And that's kind of also why I'm doing this video now, even though I'm just laying on the floor. It's because the deadline is tomorrow and I have to do something. I mean, really, if you wanted to sum it all up, I'm just really, really undisciplined. And at this point, it's embarrassing because it's like, again, this is the 5th video since I've come back to start making videos again. And what have I done? Like, I keep talking and talking and talking, but I keep not doing anything, and I'm doing it again. And maybe your thought would be just to get up and go do something, and right, that makes sense. It does. It makes a lot of sense. And I'm at this weird point too, because it's like I'm aware enough where like I realize what's going on. I'm not stupid, which I think that just creates more frustration then, because it's like, well, if you know what's going on, then why don't you fix it? Well, and yeah, obviously easier said than done. Actually, though, one thing I'd like to point out that I think is interesting, and the one thing I should remind myself of, I am in a much, much better place, mentally, creatively, everything, than I was just a couple of years ago. Which is to say, I am improving. I am making progress. It is just glacially slow. I think what needs to happen before I get too ahead of myself is I need to figure out how I make comics. What is my process? I don't really have one because I don't make anything, because I don't finish anything. So I need to do that like once. Just like I need to maybe like take a full day, and maybe I can do it today. I could do it today, but why do I feel like I'm not going to? And I think the thing with that is I think I have to do some of this off camera. I think I have to do a lot off camera. I think these videos need to feel similar to what they are now. However, it needs to be more like, hey, you're dropping in. And maybe that's just something for me to think about, though. You don't need to worry about that. All you need to think about is, I don't know, what's something, leave a comment with something, what's your favorite ice cream? What's your favorite ice cream? You like ice cream? Leave a comment down below. Yeah, unfortunately, that's it for this week. I am I'm working on it. I'm not working on making anything apparently, but I'm working on it. So take that for what you will. Anyway, I'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.